Hi everyone, it's Dina. I'm here today to unbox the companion bundle for the March 2025 Bargain Bead Box's Key Lime Pie collection. So this was an extra bundle that they get together and you can purchase as an extra little portion, and it's just beads that go along with the original Key Lime Pie collection. So I'm going to unbox this guy, and then this is just a extra little thing that they send you. And I got some jump rings this time with your purchases and things. And so that's what this guy is. So I'm going to unbox this. It comes with a total of 18 little packages. So we'll go through each little package. We'll do 6 of them at a time. And then at the end, we'll do a short little tutorial, more than likely an earring. So meet me back in a second, and we will start unboxing the companion bundle. Alright, so here is bags number 1 through 6. So we'll go through them each one at a time. So bag number 1 is a stunning, beautiful teardrop pendant, and it is called New Jade, but it's actually serpentine. And this little guy is amazing. It's a 25 millimeters, so 25 millimeters down. So it's a little over an inch in size, but it's got a good thickness to it. Mine has a nice little white inclusion over here off to the side, and you've got some different colors of green over here on this side. I love gemstones in that you get the different varieties of different things. You know, you get the different, like it almost looks like clouds in the middle of the stone. It's really, really neat. I love this stone. I'm going to have to make something with this, and it's going to be very hard for me to sell it because I like this color too. But anyways, so that is bag number 1. Bag number 2, you get 4 pieces of 11 millimeter. These are green aventurine, and they are half round charms. So you've got something that is a half circle, and it's straight there at the top, and then it's got some thickness to it too. So there's the thickness, and then the holes over here on my left hand at the moment. And those are pretty neat. They're nifty. You can make some interesting little charms hanging down from a necklace if you wanted to, or you can make a couple pairs of earrings. These two look pretty close in color, these two down here. So you can make a pair of earrings with those. But it's very pretty green aventurine, another one of my favorite gemstones. Bag number 3 is a gold-plated stainless steel half-round pendant. And it is 12.5 by 25 millimeters. So 25 this way, 12.5 this way. So it's just a little pendant that looks kind of like a fan, and you get a similar look on both sides of it, like that. And then bag number 4 is its companion, but smaller. It is gold-plated stainless steel half-round charms. They are 7.5 by 15 millimeters. So 15 millimeters this way, 7.5 that way. Your hole's sitting right there in the center, and very similar. You got the same type of look on both sides. Bag number 5 is a 14.5 inch strand of 8 millimeter faceted green aventurine round beads. So these are your gemstone of green aventurine, and it is faceted, so you can see that there's a little bit more of a sparkle. The light's catching it in different ways just because of the faceting on it, and 14.5 inches of this is a lot of beads. This is a lot of beads to use, but they're a good size, a good 8 millimeter size. And then bag number 6 is a 7-inch strand of 10 millimeter green calcite round beads. These to me look like almost like a Granny Smith apple color green. It's a little bit lighter in color than that, but that's kind of what it reminds me of, is like a Granny Smith apple color green. But this calcite has been dyed, and you can see that some of them, let's see, that's a good one to show. You've got a little bit of a yellow tint on some of these beads, and it goes to a little bit clearer on the other side of the bead, but then look at the one sitting next to it. It's more of a white, the whiter yellowy, the whiter green color. It's kind of like a yellow green. And then some of them have striations in them and everything, and some of them look a little bit more cloudy looking. So there again, I love gemstones because you get the different looks and everything. And then that one has almost like a little flash to it right there. So that one's pretty neat. So very neat strand, and it's a good size there again because I don't have very many large gemstone beads, so that's the 10 millimeters. So meet me back and then we'll go through the next 6 bags. Alrighty, so here are bags number 7 through 12. So bag number 7 is a strand of rondelles. It is a 16-inch strand, and the color is sea green shimmer. And these are 6x4 rondelles. So a very good staple item to have, both in bead weaving and in bead stringing. But you have the 16-inch strand, so there are a ton of beads on this. It's also a very good color because it's like that really, really light color green that is good for spring colors. Spring earrings and bracelets and necklaces and jewelry of any type. So it's a really good staple color to have. And here is another strand of a gemstone. And these are cube beads, and it's faceted quartz. They are a 7x8 millimeter, and it's a 6.5-inch strand. So there again, another good bead to have. The cube beads kind of are something that is more common and becoming more popular. I'll put it that way. It's becoming more popular in jewelry these days to have different shaped beads and not just the typical round bead all the time. So this is a very good cube bead to have, and then it's faceted, so you pick up all sorts of light flashes all over the place because of the faceting. So another really good bead strand. And then this one is a strand of cubic zirconia faceted round beads, and the color is olivine. These are really tiny 3 millimeter beads. So let's see if I can get it up a little bit closer so you can see it. There we go. Get it focused and everything. And this, they don't see the length of the strand, at least on the packaging. Trying to see if I can find the little bag real quick. Nope, it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does. It says it's 14.5 inches on the little packaging. So 14.5 inches of 3 millimeter beads is, there again, a ton of beads. And these are CZs, otherwise known as cubic zirconias. The next bag are some ginkgo leaf charms that are glass. And let's see if I can find what color they are. They don't say anything about the color, but the color itself, it looks like it is kind of almost a half blue in this side over here, and then this side over here is more of like a greenish yellow. And it's a little bit different for each one of them. Like this one has the blue on this side, the greenish yellow, excuse me, allergy's bad today, the greenish yellow on the other side. So each one of them is just a little bit different. And these, you get a total of 10 of these. So if you stay tuned with me to make the earring tutorial at the end, I am going to be using these guys in the earring tutorial. So if you want to follow along, keep those off to the side. And then bag number, what are we on? 11. Bag number 11 is 4 pieces of 18 karat gold plated brass ginkgo leaf links. So these guys are pretty nifty. So you have the ginkgo leaf down here at the bottom. You have the little swirl up there at the top, so that way you can link it on that way. When you flip this to the back, then you have a little loop down here at the back side, right there. There we go. So you have the loop up here at the top, and then you have a loop down in the back of the ginkgo leaf. So with our earrings, we're going to use these as well. So set these aside, just 2 of them. We don't need 4. We're just going to use 2 of those. And then the last bag on this part is going to be a 12-inch strand of 4 millimeter crystal faceted bicone beads. Color in this one is light topaz AB. So you can see a little bit of a different pink flash coming through every once in a while, a little bit of a purple flash when you look at the color and everything. But there again, another good staple to have in both bead weaving and bead stringing. So that is those 6 bags. So meet me back and we'll go through the last 6 bags before we start our earring tutorial. Alrighty, so here are the last 6 bags of the companion bundle. So bag number 13, you get a mixture of glass flower bead mix. These are 12 by 18 millimeters. So you get 16 pieces of this. And so it comes in 4 different colors. Hopefully you get the same amount of beads like I did. It may vary just depending on how they have these packaged, but they're cute little flower beads. And you get 4 of the green color, where it's got kind of the green on one side, and then it's a little, it goes to like a white on the other side, so it's like an ombre effect almost. And you get a pink color, a yellow color, and then more of a orangey peachy color. So you get 4 each of those. So that would be very cute in a mixture type of necklace to have these guys little sitting there, because they're very lightweight. Bag number 14 are fancy corrugated spacers. They're 18 karat gold plated brass. They are a 6x5 millimeter, and you get 30 pieces of these. And your hole is pretty large. I mean, that's a pretty good size hole right there. So you can use this with some larger size leather and cording and things like that if you would like to. This next bag are your bead caps that you get. These are lead, nickel, and cadmium free. They are a 8 millimeter, and it is a rope detail. So it has a little bit of a rope detail on it. So this is looking at it straight down like that, and then looking at it upside down like that. So you get your little bit of a rope detail on the edge. See if I can get that to focus. There we go. So you got a little small little rope detail. So cute little spacer bead. And then our next one is a 22.5 times 30 millimeter 18 karat gold plated stainless steel ginkgo leaf pendant. So that is your typical ginkgo leaf with your little hole there at the top, and then that's the way the back looks like. So the back is very similar, the only difference is that it's more cupped like that. So it just depends on how you want your item to look. You can have it looking this way, or you can have it facing the other way to where it's more cupped outwards. So whatever way that you want your item to look. Bag number 17 are 2 pieces of brass and polyester tassels, and they are little pendants. So you've got a brass soldered ring, and then you have just several, it looks like 6 different tassels that have been attached to the ring itself. So cute, very small, dainty looking. And then our last bag is containing our clasp for this box. So we get a little toggle clasp, and this is 18 karat gold plated brass, and it is a 14 by 11 millimeter, and the bar is an 18 millimeter bar toggle clasp, and you get, is that 1 jump ring? Yep, you get an extra jump ring attached to there too. So then that is the end of the unboxing. So meet me back in just a second, and we will go over the contents that you'll need to make your pair of earrings. Alrighty, so here is going to be our simple little, very quick little earring that we're going to make. So, only things that you're going to need are going to be 2 of the ginkgo leaf charms, or links, the ones that have the loop at the top and then a loop on the back of it as well. So you need 2 of those, and then 2 of the glass ginkgo leaf beads that we had in the box. Outside of the box, you'll just need a set of ear wires. I just have some leverback ear wires. And then 2, or a total of 4 of 6 millimeter jump rings. And these were those free jump rings that I got with my purchase. So I'm going to use that in the box as well. Then you'll need 2 sets of pliers just to open and close your jump ring and your ear wire. So, pretty simple here. All we have to do is, we're going to start down at the bottom of the earring and then work our way up to the top. So get one of your jump rings and put your pliers on either side of the opening of the jump ring. See if I can get it to focus on the jump ring and not on the ginkgo. There we go. So put these on either side of the opening and twist open, just like that. Except I didn't twist, I twisted the jump ring and not the actual opening. Okay, that's funny. So twist open like that. Then we're going to add our ginkgo leaf down here in the bottom. I may have to open it just a little bit more. I don't know if I opened it enough. I did not. So when you're adding it to the ginkgo leaf, the glass one, sometimes you have to open these a little bit larger, because there is a little spot there that you have to get around. And then just slide this on. Did I still not open it enough? Oh my. Why is it always in tutorials when you're recording when you have problems? Okay. So now we're through that, finally. I'm just going to string on the jump ring, the second jump ring, because we'll need that one on next. There we go. And then close up your jump ring. Put your pliers back on either side of the opening and twist it back closed. Always want to go slightly past the opening and allow it to jump back so that way you get a good closure on your jump ring. So now we can go to that second jump ring that we added. We're going to put this one onto the back of the link that we have. So just make sure that your link is facing in the correct direction. So I have my ginkgo, the glass bead down here to where it's facing front, and then I have my ginkgo leaf, the link up here at the top facing the front way, and then I'm going to go through that loop in the back side of it, making sure that all of this still faces the correct direction. Just like that. And then close that up, doing the same thing, wiggling it back and forth until you get a good closure. And then now you have that link done. Now we just need to attach it to the ear wire. So the ear wire that I'm using is a leverback. There is an opening here in the little loop. So we're going to twist that opening open the same way that we would with a jump ring. So just put your pliers on the side of the opening and then just twist it open like that. Now you are going to have to twist it open quite a bit because this part of the link is thicker than some of the other ones, like the jump rings. So you are going to have to twist it open quite a bit. And then, see, this one I may have to twist open just a little bit more to get it to fit right. Yeah, see, it's kind of getting stuck now. So just be careful with it and twist, and if you hear it crack, then you might want to change your ear wire out because you may have cracked that loop, because I have done that in the past with some of these. And then you just get it to sit on your ear wire, and this one's not sitting very well. See if I can get it to work. I may have to change it out to a different ginkgo link. There we go. There it goes. Yay! And then all you have to do is just twist that opening of your ear wire back closed. Like that. And I'm making sure that it's closed all the way, and it still has some wiggle room to be able to move around. Good. So now, after that, and you finish your other one, you have a very quick and simple pair of earrings you can wear from the companion kit. Alrighty everyone, so here is our pair of earrings that we just made, and I have some of my lights off so that way there's not as much glare on these bags, and that we have received in our companion bundle for the Key Lime Pie collection that was released by Bargain Bead Box in March of 2025. So thanks again for watching everyone. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button so that way you'll be notified the next time I come out with more videos of either unboxings or tutorials. So thanks again everyone. I will see you in the next video. Y'all have a good day. Bye now.